extra big round of applause. It's Trudy.
I'm up in the hills, a bit off the coast, far away from rising sea levels and tsunami. Sorry, Byron, you're going to be the first to go. So I'm up in the hills. Nimbin is my closest village. So I usually tell people I live 30k north of Lismore, just so they don't think I'm a drug lord. But it's a wonderful place. You have the freedom to be whatever and whoever, whatever you want to do. I mean, look at me here, doing stand-up. But you can be a Raelian. Have you got any Raelians here tonight? Anyone know about the Raelians? Yeah, got a few. Yeah, it's a UFO cult founded by a Frenchman called Rael. Now, he met the aliens who told him he was the next Messiah, and they asked him to build an embassy for them to return to Earth. So while he's looking for somewhere to build his embassy, he's also gathering a group of women that he calls angels. Now, angels for Rael is a bit like nuns for Jesus, except they wear feathers around their necks instead of crucifixes. So this group of women are going to be there when the aliens finally get there. They're going to be there to serve the aliens. Now this isn't serving in a menial way, because they're going to come with robots who'll do all the cooking, cleaning and the ironing. This is to serve sexually. And while we're waiting for the aliens to come, they get to serve Rael. So lucky Rael, I say. It's a fabulous place. But look up, chemtrails. Anyone seen those signs around the hills up here? Anyone looked up and seen the condensation trails from aeroplanes? Well, apparently that's a secret arm of the government spraying us with all sorts of nasties to poison us. But why? To what end? Do they really need to? As far as I can see, we're already poisoning ourselves with fast food, drugs, alcohol and pollution. It just doesn't make sense. And I asked the chemtrailers, I say, well, what about the pilots who fly the planes? Surely they're spraying all their friends and families. They've been given the antidote, so they're okay. And chemtrails, they also contain Morgellons. Has anyone heard of Morgellons? No, me neither, so I googled it. Well, Morgellon syndrome is also known as delusional parasitosis. This is where people think there's something invaded under their skin and they get sort of itchy. Oh, okay. Well, there's all sorts of studies been done on the skin samples, but there's no pathogens present. I think this disease is not spread from aircraft flying at 30,000 feet. It's spread via the internet. Now, we didn't have the internet when I was growing up. I was born last century. Well, that makes me feel a bit old, so I try not to think about it like that. But we didn't have all the mod cons that the kids. We had black and white TV, but no remote. There was no Xbox, there was no PlayStation. When I was a teenager, we had to amuse ourselves with cigarettes and alcohol, which was surprisingly easy to come across. I feel sorry for the kids these days because, you've got to be over 18, show ID. When I was 9 years old, at grade 4, our primary school teacher would send one of us down to the local shop every day to buy her 2 packets of Benson and Hedges. So no wonder we're all smoking by the age of 12. But I don't understand why the kids today are still taking it up. Because in my day, smoking made you beautiful and sexy and you got good-looking men. The advertising slogans made it sound very attractive, even healthy. Alpine, a breath of fresh air. Peter Stuyvesant, international passport to smoking pleasure. How very sophisticated. Chesterfield, blow some my way. Actually, I'm not sure that one was sexy. But anyway, these days, smoking makes your teeth turn black and drop out and body parts shrivel up. So really, why would you take it up? why not try crystal therapy instead? You know, the power of the stones to heal and transform your life. There's that beautiful castle up there outside Mullumbimby. Some of you might have visited. Anyway, you've got citrine, attracts wealth. Rose quartz is good for matters of the heart. Chalcedony benefits mental stability. So I've got a big chunk of that right outside my bedroom, just in case. And I feng shuied the house for love. Next thing I know, there's a wallaby with an erection hopping by. Now, they look really weird. So I googled it, wallaby penis images. You can find anything on the internet. And sure enough, they look a little bit like a Joey's toe with a little bifurcated tip looking just like a Joey's toe. But maybe that's how they sneak up on the girls. I'm not a horny male wallaby looking for a room. I'm like you, see, I've got a baby. And then, kapow! And the next thing she knows, she's preggers again. So, plenty of Joeys up there in the garden, but I'm still single. I used to blame my mother though. When I was a teenager, she bought me a t-shirt that said, "A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle." Well, teenagers are so impressionable. Actually, I had my rice read once with a Taiwanese couple. The man did the reading and the woman translating. And she starts laughing. And I think, oh, what's going on here? So I asked her and she said, "Oh, my husband says you are very independent." And? Well, I was talking to a Chinese friend recently and he just simply explained it. Independence is not an attractive trait in women. Oh, okay, bummer. Actually, I did meet a nice fella not so long ago. He was keen, he asked my phone number and everything. I must have managed to get through the evening without making any wall-breaking comments. And anyway, so we started dating. Whew, I was getting so hot. Then I realised I was just going through the change. Thank you and good night.